The lack of accountability narcissists have and their compulsive need to blame you for everything is absolutely exhausting. And it bleeds over to almost every part of life, even the small parts as well as the large parts. If the narcissist gets fired from their job, it's somehow your fault. If your child's in the hospital, it's somehow your fault. If the narcissist drops a dish, guess what? It's your fault. This basically, if you have a relationship with them, leaves you in a state of constantly apologizing for things you shouldn't be apologizing for. Either that or just totally gray rocking them and making yourself a robot just to get by. This is something that they cannot stop doing. They can't admit when they're wrong or have done something bad because they risk unleashing that core shame that they try to push down at every single instance of their life. So the only option in their minds is to make it someone else's fault 100% of the time. This is why, too, the narcissist will try to convince you that you're actually the abuser, you're actually the narcissist, you're the bad one. They're just constantly gaslighting you into taking the burden of the faults. Couple that with their lack of empathy, and narcissists will have no problem throwing you right under the bus to other people for stuff that they've done. It's a great way for them to escape accountability if they can pin it on you, the scapegoat. So then they start a smear campaign and they tell people that you did things to them when in reality they did it to you. Essentially, them trying to push down that core shame makes them absolutely shameless. That's why if you have a narcissist nagging at you, gaslighting you, manipulating you into thinking that you are the problem and they're the victim every single time, you cannot take that personally. That has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them just trying to find an emotional punching bag. Some gray rock phrases you can use if you have to interact with them is, that was your interpretation of things. I didn't see it that way. I'm really busy. We need to talk about this later. I don't want to talk about this any longer. Or just saying, okay, that's how you saw it. It is absolutely not worth it to try to get your point across because they don't want to hear your point. They just want to blame you. And this is why no fights ever get resolved and they just go around in a wheel and it's them spewing word salad at you to escape any sort of change that they need to make. In a narcissist's mind, they're perfect, you're the problem, which is why you just got to get out.